people to be secure in their persons, houses, papers, and effects against unreasonable searches and seizures shall not be violated.
All right.
Woo! Now, some of you may already know that some activists in Germany and now in the United States are taking the fight against surveillance in a violent direction, declaring a game called Cam Over, where citizens are destroying surveillance cameras and points being awarded for effective and creative methods. Though we obviously understand and empathize with the inhumane breach of privacy and your urge to defend it, I cannot condone these destructive acts, and nor can documenting dystopia. Destructive acts of this nature will only serve to strengthen both the police state and the surveillance state in the name of anti-terrorism. These cameras are but the symptom of a governmental cancer caused by unadulterated corruption within the upper echelons of federal law enforcement, coupled with a complete disregard for transparency and accountability. Despite the lack of necessity and overwhelming budget deficits, these cameras are here, and their numbers grow daily. And so do ours.
Yeah!
To expect, however, that we can find a place to hide from the unlawful prying eyes of our big brother is proving to be unreasonable, impossible. Even the mainstream media is admitting that drones may soon come to the United States, and this will mean there will truly be no hiding. Big Brother is watching you indeed. So what can we do about it? At Documenting Dystopia, we want to turn the tables. Contemplate an alternative future for this surveillance state. Not one of Big Brother, but of shared safety. Imagine a world where the feeds on these cameras that blanket public spaces are freely and publicly accessible. You can go to a website, you can view any camera at any time, possibly even view archived footage. Now, innately, this may sound like a denouncement of privacy altogether. However, I assure you that if public surveillance technologies are ever expanding and able to be monitored by any citizen freely and transparently, then Big Brother cannot exist, as his power becomes evenly distributed to the people. This is only the first step, as this war that our leaders have waged upon us will have many battles. So long as corruption runs rampant, we cannot afford to rest. When I first became aware of Trapwire, my visualization of a camera directory started as a collaborative Google map known as Tracking Trapwire. I knew it would be useful to society to have a public service that documents their camera locations in a map form. The thought being, if they can place their eyes on every wall, then we can watch them from every street. Our concept is simple, our goals are unprecedented, and our vision is ever expanding. We are crowdsourcing on a global scale the documenting of cameras in public spaces around the world in a central location with a database maintained by the people.
Yay! Woo! Woo!
Now, ironically, the controversial location services features. That's right. Now, ironically, the controversial location services features on your smartphones have proved to be an invaluable tool for our directory. You take pictures of cameras that contain GPS coordinates, you send them to us, and we generate the map. So made possible by the supporters of WikiLeaks, Anonymous, and inspired by writers such as Barrett Brown, what started in August 2012 as Tracking Trapwire has quickly grown into a project with a larger scope than just pinpointing one surveillance system. As Documenting Dystopia, we are dedicated to building, with your help, the world's first global surveillance camera directory and advocating for the full transparency of any public surveillance system.
Yeah.
We have taken the first steps to creating this database on our website, and we already have over 2,000 citizen cameras between two countries. And we have heard from people who want to help in Ukraine, Germany, Australia, England, Brazil, and as of this week, Italy. Now, we need you. Now, we need you. Anybody can contribute easily to our database, and our goals are attainable with the help of the public. We also need a coder to develop a free smartphone app that will easily integrate our database for your camera submissions. Our project is only in its infancy, but with the help of the public, we will all become the driving force for the elimination of Big Brother. In conclusion, as long as we have reason to encrypt our communications, to share our thoughts, wear masks to speak our minds, and spread information to expose his crimes, remember that Big Brother will be watching, and we cannot hide. Since the media refuses to be the watchdogs that democracy requires, then let us work together to avoid being the lapdogs that they have become, and ensure that we no longer remain passively beneath the boot of an oppressive and overreaching government. Stand up for your privacy and pull your family and friends together with us. To modernize the words of Charlie Chaplin from The Great Dictator, the internet, live streams, groups like Anonymous, WikiLeaks, and Occupy have brought us closer together. The very nature of their invention cries out for the goodness in humanity. Cries out for universal brotherhood, for the unity of us all. Even now, my voice could be reaching millions throughout the world, millions of despairing men, women, and children, victims of a system that makes men torture and imprison the innocent. Men who despise you, enslave you, who regiment your lives, tell you what to do, who to love, who to hate, what to think, what to feel, who drill you, diet you, and treat you as cattle. To them you are nothing but cannon fodder. To those who can hear me, I say, do not despair. You have the love of humanity in your hearts.